Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Rod Arriagada coming to you live from the Hangar Billiards and Sports Lounge. We're here at 121 Scurfield Blvd, and we're here for the Sunday Open 8-Ball Tournament. This is an A-side finals matchup between Mike Delgado and Mike Vautour. We're going to get into this match right now. And, I forgot to add something here. By the way, I'm on YouTube. Hang on. That's what I was going to do. That's what I was trying to tell you guys. I got something special for you guys. I really did. Hang on. Let me just get this all set up here. I will include the link on this post. All right, so for those of you that like to watch the streams on YouTube, it is on YouTube now. You can watch it here, you can watch it on YouTube, you can watch both. Hopefully it works. You guys got to tell me when you guys switch over to YouTube. You got to let me know here on Facebook because I'm not monitoring both. Next week I'll be monitoring both pages. But right now I'm only monitoring one or the other, and I'm going to stick with Facebook for today. Why is it not showing my live video here? Oh yeah, so there's the video. Okay. Man, I actually want to watch it on YouTube. It is much better quality. Hang on. All right. All right, so you can watch it. I put the link here so you guys can turn over to YouTube if you guys want to watch it on YouTube. Won that first one. Mike did. Funny. Well, Mike Vautour did. That was the first game only, Mike? I was like, who won the first game? Mike did. Yeah. One way or the other, Mike's winning this match. Now, you guys tell me if it's working or not, right? If you guys are watching on YouTube, I don't know. Maybe I'll go check out the YouTube channel too and see how that all works. Maybe go in and say hi to the YouTube channel. I need to get my other tablet in here. It looks so much better on YouTube, man. But I actually like Facebook. I don't know. I'm a Facebook fan. Rack number 2. Mike Delgado trailing by 1. Racing to 7. His opponent, Mike Vautour, racing to 5. And a dry break is going to bring Mike Vautour back to the table, a chance to get up 2. Arlene Mann, welcome back. Says, I'm staying with Facebook. Yeah, and I like Facebook too, you know. And I'm going to be able to interact eventually with both. Or maybe I can do this from here. I'll see. Maybe. I just didn't bring my tablet for this, but I think I should be able to do this though. I know a lot of people were asking me about that. Hey, YouTube, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it, man. I'll do it. But I never really did it because it was just too much, man. But I've been working on it for a long time. I've been working on it, trying to figure it out, and now I finally figured it out. So for those of you that like to watch on YouTube, you're welcome. For some reason, it's not letting me see the comments, so I gotta go into it. Oh yeah, I can see the. If anybody's on YouTube, just comment real quick so I can make sure I see comments. This is all new to me. Well, it is and it isn't. I mean, it's new for me to be streaming on here, but it's not new for me to be streaming. Jaden Hunt, how you doing? And Bryant Marr says it's working in YouTube now. Right on, man. Right on. Bryce Johnson says, love these streams. Right on, man. Thanks for joining and tuning in. We are now officially in the A-side finals, and let's make it official. There it is. He's going to miss the shot. And, well, chance here for Mike Delgado. Not too often he gets a chance at the table. When his opponents are playing against him, they usually try never to miss. But when he does get an opportunity, he makes sure that he reminds them why. We'll see if he can do so this time around. This table looks a little bit challenging, but he's got a nice opening shot here to be able to start with. And that's going to allow him to be able to maybe open up that 7 and 6 as well. All he really has to do is just open up that 7 ball. That 6, I believe, might go past to this bottom right corner. Oh, and he got a little bit unlucky, but he's all right. He's got the 3 ball still. Mary Lou Rafford, how you doing? Steve Fry, welcome to the stream. Brenda Knott, welcome to the stream. Ben Whitford, how you doing? Welcome. Jerry Brayson, welcome. Gene Peacock says, I like Facebook stream better. Yeah, it's just about what you feel comfortable with. I know, like, for me, I'm usually watching on Facebook, but some people just want to see on YouTube, and I get it. I'm one of those guys, I just truly believes in asking you shall receive. And as long as I can find a way, then I'll find a way. If there is no way, then I ain't going to do it. But as long as there's any way whatsoever to do something, I'll find it. He's always had this nice little pace to his game. He's never really gone out of this comfort zone. I never see him rushing. I never see him taking too long. Sometimes he'll take a little longer, but never something that I would sit there and say, well, he's taking too long. Maybe this time is the first time. I'm kidding, Mike. Take your time. There's people right now that are watching the stream thinking, oh my God, it's a duck, man. But it's not a duck. It's not the duck that he's worried about. It's the rest of the table he's got to worry about. Mainly the 1 ball is what he's trying to figure out. But I know lots of people be like, bro, just shoot the ball. It's a duck. What's up, Randy? By the way, Randy, you can watch it on YouTube now if you want to. I put the link on there. And if any of you guys tune in to watch this on YouTube and this is your first time watching on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I'll be streaming there all the time now. Oh, and a miscue. I wasn't part of the plan. Mike Vautour will come in now. Doing the stripes. No ball in hand, I believe. So he'll just have to deal with his 15 ball to start. Or not the 15, sorry, the 12 ball. And see, these are the things that are hard to tell with the regular lighting on pool tables. But if this was Predator Arena lights, you would be able to tell every ball, every every ball and color on the table. I was so impressed with these Predator Arena lights, and I got to meet the guy that invented them, that developed the technology for them, and man, the guy's a genius. He's a genius, and he's just when I got to talking to him and kind of picking his brain about the process of it all, he went through the process with me and showed me everything that he had to go through to figure out the right system that would work for pool players. And it's an incredible system the way he's figured it out. And now they got this beta testing for their scoreboards that can be included with the lighting system. And I'm telling you, you're just gonna go nuts. You're gonna want to go and play pool every day. You're gonna want to play against people because you want to use that scoreboard every day. They're beautiful looking scoreboards. Maybe a little bit later, I'll show you guys a little highlight of both the walkthrough on the table and then the lighting system. It's all footage from Red Deer, so if you watched it in Red Deer, you've already seen it. Got to the side is next. You have enough angle there to be able to bump into that one, open up that 10. If he does, you'll try. But he missed the shot. Missed the shot. And Mike Delgado will come back to the table. Mike Vautour says he was just too focused on the breakout. And that's usually the case when somebody misses an opportunity like that. Usually they're thinking about the safe or not safe the position. $7 p.m. here in Winnipeg now. We're down to our last 4 players. Still lots of players here in the building shooting pool, but that's for the tournament. 4 players remaining. Is it lagging on YouTube? Doesn't look like it's lagging. Oh, I see how it works. Okay, so anytime I touch the screen will pause. Is that the way it's working? I'm just trying to see if there's any lag issues with the YouTube channel. Doesn't look like it to me. And it looks like YouTube is just slightly faster than Facebook by like a second. But yeah, no, both qualities look good. I'm spoiled right now. Benton Holmes and Blake Holmes, if you guys are watching, you're probably thinking, oh my God. You're watching on different screens now via two different platforms. He's just never happy at the table, man, but he always finds the finish. I'm talking about Mike Delgado. Like you see him shaking his head a lot, like just not happy with position, not happy with this and that. But he always finds a way out, no matter what. It's almost like he just thrives for perfection. Anytime that there's no perfection in the shot, he's a little bit worked up about it. That's just the pool player being the best that he can be. Chris Cook, the other two are Jills and Ottman. And they're playing their match right now, right beside us. Show you guys here since these guys are on a quick break. This is Jill's Chartier playing right here on this table right now against Ottman Ulid. So they're right beside us. And looks like Mike's ready to go back to breaking here on rack number 3. A-side final. Tied game after 2. Smash and break. 13 will go on the side, and he's got options here for the solids. Not a whole lot of options for the stripes, but there are a couple of choices. But I feel like you're just going to go for the solids here. There's no other reason to go for anything else. Check out the break. It was a pretty break. It was a pretty break. Mashing. Trying to keep control of the table here gently, not forcing anything. 2 balls available. Not necessarily a problem ball, but a problem that should be addressed. You can get on to the 7 from there, and that would be a bonus, but I don't think you'll be able to yet. You tried, and it looks like you got it. That worked out nice. A couple of bumps on the road, and the 7 ball's looking good. And the stripe is giving him cushion to hold shape for the 6 or the 5. Is good. And he's got both options now. I believe he still has the 5 if he wants it. The 5 won't really help him for the 3 ball, though, so he's got to be careful here how he chooses to finish this. I think you got to make the 6 and then line up fairly straight for the 5 to the bottom right corner. Then you have the 3 ball next to shape you up for the 8. It's the simplest way to finish. Maybe a little bit of a longer shot on the 5 ball, but I think it's the ideal finish. Yeah, I'm liking the quality on YouTube for sure, man. Yeah, and that's what he's done here. He's just kind of got straight on this 5 just so he can just either hold shape there or roll it up a little bit. I personally am okay with just holding the shape right there on the 5 ball. You don't have to change anything more from there. Then you got a nice natural angle to make this 3 ball and come up for the 8. If you want to get a little straighter, then I guess you move forward, but then you're kind of messing around with the shot a little bit. And you have to decide whether you're going through with some pace or if you're just going to stun it right there. Either way, he's going to need pace, but if he tries to slowly roll this up, then he loses some of that pace, and that allows for some of the mechanics to fall apart, which will deliver a bad shot. He just rolled it up anyway. Ain't that perfect. This angle is better. I mean, the other angle wasn't bad, but this is better. You're not really forcing anything here. You're just playing through the table. Yeah, nice and simple. Mike Delgado says that's good. Mike Vautour has a 1-game lead. 2-1 the score. Michelle Epifano Trotter, welcome to the stream. Rodelio Mockling, welcome to the stream. Josu Hernandez, is that how you say it? Welcome to the stream. Bernie Terrio, welcome. You're welcome, Chris Cook. You're very welcome, man. And Bill Askin, how you doing, my man? Larry Hunter, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Arlene Mand, how you doing? Says, Rod, congratulations on figuring out how to simultaneously stream on YouTube, Mr. Technology. I subscribe to your YouTube channel, but will probably continue to watch on Facebook. Well, I thank you. I appreciate the support, and yeah, I'm happy about it. I'm pretty ecstatic. Everything that I've done has taken a long time to figure things out, but I mean, I don't know. Things have always kind of been hard to keep up with because there's always updates, there's always different patches, and sometimes they create an update that's a pain in the ass. And I'll say it the way it is: it's a pain in the ass because they do certain things that kind of change the spectrum of how we set up our streams. And that's kind of what happened with the last system that they just updated. That's OBS 28. Things changed drastically for a lot of people when it came to how they used to run their streams. For me, fortunately, I was able to navigate through the waters and figure out my way out. But I've always been a survivor, you know. I don't survive just on the table, I survive off the table too. But yeah, I'm always working on things. And I have more things that I'm still working on, but you know, just give me time, guys. Give me time. Lots of things going on in my life. Have to keep the balance sometimes. John Guffey, how you doing, man? How was your trip? Remember last time you said you were out in the cabin, I think you said you were out with your family? And Darren Haggard, how you doing? Mark Johnston, welcome. And Bill Askin says, hello, Canadian superstar streamer Rod Arriagada. Welcome, Bill. Thank you. Canadian superstar streamer. That makes me feel special, man. I'm not sure if I'm a Canadian superstar streamer, but I appreciate the compliment. And I just try to do my best, man. That's all it is. I'm always trying to do my best. Been like that since the day I was born. Don't know any different. I get really worked up when things don't work out, also, man, because I'm really, what's that term? When you're not finicky, but anal, I guess, anal about it. If I want to learn something, I really focus on trying to learn, and I'm really crazy about it. And sometimes I get worked up because not all knowledge is easy. Some knowledge is really, really complicated, right? And especially when it comes to this kind of stuff that I do. But thank you. I appreciate that, Bill. It's a nice compliment, man. Aaron Starbuck, how you doing? Sherman Joseph, welcome. Bernie says, nice run out, Mike Vautour. Wanted to get the breakout and he broke it out, but didn't get the result he was looking for. Bryce Johnson says, I feel like you learn so much just by watching other people shoot. You really realize that people see outs in all sorts of different ways. And yeah, and so a lot of that stuff comes down to the knowledge, right? And what you feel comfortable with. Sometimes people have a lot of knowledge, but there's a lot of things that they're not comfortable with. So they try to stay away from those unless they're practicing, then they kind of implement it a little bit more. But yeah, you can learn tons from the way people decide to shoot, the choices they make, how they deliver the shots, you know, and even positioning. Because sometimes I will see a shot a certain way, they'll see the same shot also, but our cue ball position ends up being totally different because they've seen something that I didn't see, right? Or I seen something they didn't see, and I feel like that's the growth right there for all of us, including for myself as a streamer and commentator. I get to learn from this game every day when I'm working, and I love my job because of it. I got to get the plug-in for this laptop because it's starting to die on me. Yeah, I got no chats going on my stream, so I'm assuming there's no chatting on the YouTube channel. Oops. Yeah. Or maybe I just can't see it because I'm not logged into YouTube on this thing, so that could be it. Maybe there are some comments, I'm just not seeing them. I'll check it out later anyway. Get in there. Oh, he thought it wasn't going to make it. A little bit of a prayer on that one. Check out the side view, see what he's got going here. Well, this 11 ball is an obvious choice, but could you maybe take the 15? No, I like the 11 ball here anyway. 15 doesn't accomplish anything for you here. But he feels like it does. Or is he going for the 11 ball? Looks like he's aiming for the 15. Why he's going for the 11? Wow, my eyes are messed up. Two different shots, and I thought he was lining up for the 15. All right. Maybe I just haven't had enough breaks today. I definitely had something to eat, so it's not that I'm starving, but that was a while ago. Anal retentive. And he says, no, I'm not calling you that. Just researching for a word. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. You're very, I don't know, persistent about it. That's a polite way of putting it. The PG way of putting it. Lori Norquay, how you doing? Jack Gauthier, welcome to the stream. Jack Ramsey, welcome back. Dean Peacock says, sometimes you see a shot that you would never go for because you don't know it will go or what shape it would leave you. I have learned a lot of good pool lessons from watching good players on the stream. Right on. That makes me happy, Gene. And that's kind of the whole goal, right, behind why I do the work that I do. It's not about trying to get fame for myself or trying to build up a location or a business. It's about teaching and growing the game to others so they have a chance to be able to grow in their own way. And if we can teach you through my commentary, through their choices at the table, if we can teach you how to overcome obstacles at the table in the future, then we've done our job. And the more that you can overcome those obstacles, the more you're going to want to go out there and play pool. So when you're going out there and playing pool because you're enjoying it more, well, that means we're doing our job also. So I really appreciate that. That is the goal. The goal is to help others as much as possible. And whatever comes with that, comes with that. And it's not always good things that come with that. There's always a lot of negatives too. But I just try to focus on the positives, man, and just leave the negatives be themselves. He's not in any situation yet, but he's got to get onto that 5 ball. And he's got a good chance to be able to get onto it right now and just kind of get it out of the way. But the problem here is that he'd be running towards that 8, and he kind of wants to run towards that 9, so he may not take this 6 ball right now, actually. And if that's the case, he's going to have to make this 3 ball and then set up for the 6 to get onto the 5. And then he's got to get straight on the 5 to be able to follow up for the 4 ball on the side as a finish. And this is better. Now he's got a nice line to be able to get onto the 9. And he just wants to run into it, but he doesn't want to be shooting over the ball. Just wants to run into it lightly because you don't want to block the pocket for the 8 ball either. And if you are going to hit it hard, then you got to hit it hard. Perfect weight. Absolute perfect weight. You can see here the 4 ball goes no problem. Once he makes that 4, he's out on this rack. Or he should be anyway. Looking good here now. Just has to roll this forward, even come off the rail and back to the middle. That's all right. I just roll it forward though myself, and that's what he chose to do as well. Keep it simple, stupid. The old KISS rule. Do all. Gonna be tough for Mike to beat Mike. You can look at that whichever way you want in this match. I'll be right back. I gotta get some water, man. All right, I'm back. I had to get the chart. I forgot to get my water. And I went to go get the charger and the water, and I forgot my water. Rack at number 5. We're tied at 2, and it sounded like a thump. It didn't sound like a good break. See one mic sitting down, the other mic comes up, so it must have been a dry break. John Chambers, how you doing? Andrew Maines, how you doing? Welcome back. Darren Churchill, welcome to the stream. Jenny Baptiste, how you doing? Welcome. What's up, Perry Van Dam? Ernie Dale Jones, where is this? This is in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. We're in the middle of Canada, man. They call it the heart of Canada, Manitoba, but we're in Winnipeg, and we're at the Hangar, Billiards, and Sports Lounge, 121 Scurfield Blvd, to be exact, here in the south end of Winnipeg. One of the most beautiful pool halls here in Winnipeg. And, well, it's going to look so much more beautiful real soon. Going under renovations, sort of. It'll be a different room real soon. But yeah, it's one of the most beautiful rooms out here for sure. And I have a pleasure of coming out here and streaming every week. And I get a chance to come out here and play on these tables every week too. Ever since they bought these diamond tables, I've been slowly coming out of retirement. And now I've been finding myself playing twice a week. And then the odd tournament. So I'm starting to get my game back. But if you ever get a chance to come down to Winnipeg, make sure you check out the Hangar. You're not going to regret it. Great atmosphere, great food, great service, and, well, diamond tables, man. Diamonds. Man's best friend. Well, if he's a pool player anyway. This thing turn on yet? It's turning on now. Gene says, I have had several people ask me, who is giving me lessons? And I promote your stream. Thank you, Gene. I appreciate that. And that's kind of the idea, right? I mean, I try to help educate people that are watching. And sometimes it's like things that you're thinking, whatever, man, everybody knows that. But the truth is that there's all different levels of players that are tuning in to watch our streams. And sometimes you get the high-end players that know everything, and sometimes you get the people that are still learning, right? So there's always somebody available that's watching the stream that can enjoy learning from what we teach them, right? And I try, I really do. Sometimes I keep it sociable, and I'm just joking around and talking about things. Sometimes I talk about topics. But most of the times, I try to keep myself focused on learning and teaching the game. And yes, I do learn a lot from this. Because just like Gene mentioned earlier, sometimes we look at shots that we think we're going to do this way, but we may not take them on. And then we see other players do it. And then we learn how to make that shot the best way possible. Right. And sometimes they make the shot that we think, well, I would go for that shot. And then they make it. Or they go for the shot, then they don't make it. Or they make it and end up in a bad spot. And then you think to yourself, I'm not doing that. Bit of a learning process, right? But that's what we're here for. We're here to help teach. Well, at least that's what I'm here for. Marvin Paulson, welcome to the stream. John Chambers, how you doing? David Billets, welcome to the stream. Steve Fry says, I'm in Florida. How you doing out there, Steve? What's your go-to pool hall in Florida? What's the one? You know, there's always the one. Like people, and I don't know. Like I'm not one that says that there's the one, but usually when you go into town and you say, "What's the best pool hall?" and then somebody will say this one, right? So there's always the one. What is the one out there in Florida? David says Pierre for PM. I don't get involved in politics, man, but you have the right to promote what you want. Just keep it clean. Larry Ziegler says here in Buff, New York. How you doing, Larry? Welcome to the stream. John Chambers says it's getting cold. Snow's not too far away. Yeah, you're right, man. And over here in Winnipeg, we're starting to feel it too. We haven't turned up the heat yet, but we already plugged in the plug-in heaters. So we're on our way to turning on the heat in the house. It's not quite winter, and Canadians are, I don't know, we're cool cats, so we can handle the winter. But I think, I don't know, for me, usually I don't turn on the heat unless I'm really cold, but usually I don't turn it on until like there's a good amount of snow on the ground. Winter is kind of funny here in Winnipeg because, you know, we get like snow and everyone's like, oh my God, it's snowing, blizzard, blah, blah, blah. And then it'll be like 1 week of beautiful weather, all the snow's gone. Then the next week it's like rain and hail. And then you're thinking, okay, well, we're going to have a really nice fall and the winter's going to be short. And then suddenly, boom, like 30 feet of snow, minus 40 wind chill, face is frozen. You wake up and you don't know if you were sleeping in a bed or in a freezer. That's Winnipeg for you. 3-2. He's got the lead. Arlene Mann says, what kind of renovation is going to happen at the hangar? Well, you'll see. I can't tell you yet. Spoil the surprise. My booth is... getting rid of my booth, man. I like this booth. It was kind of makeshift, a little ghetto, you know, but I'm a little ghetto myself, so it's all right. And what I mean by ghetto, like this table is sitting on plastic pails. You know those big margarine 60 or 20-liter pails? There's like a bunch of those, and those are my legs for my table. I'm super ghetto. But every now and then, you know, when I get bored, I grab my cue and I just flick my shaft down the pails, and it makes music. No, I really don't do that. I would never abuse my cue. But yeah, there's a few things. Nothing crazy, you know, but they're working on, you know, making it look a little bit friendlier, let's say. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. You'll see. I'll get you guys a walkthrough, okay? I was gonna do a walkthrough of the hangar so you guys can kind of get to see the place and the beauty of it. Get to see some of the people that work here as well and all that stuff. But I knew that they were gonna start doing some rentals at some point, so I didn't want to do anything until then. And I'm gonna do a walkthrough for you guys, a live stream walkthrough, so you guys can get to see the hangar up close and personal. Jim Cobb, how you doing? What's up, Craig Murphy? Mike Frechette. Warren Man says Side Pockets in Brunswick, Georgia. Great place. Side Pockets, eh? Are there any other pool halls out there? Warren Man. Is there another one that's considered like one of the top-notch places there? Steve Fry says they're all pretty good. Seminole Casino. Karen Skelly Dotson says, "Hey, buddy, nice to see you guys again. I wait patiently every weekend for your stream." Right on, Karen. I appreciate that. I really do. Echoing? Why is it echoing? It shouldn't be echoing. Oh, I know why it's echoing. Hang on. Got it. Hang on. Well, maybe not, but I just muted the mic on. I have the laptop sitting here on the side so I can see the YouTube channel and keep track of it. And I guess I had the volume up. I didn't realize it because I have my headset on. So for me, this thing is going off and going off this whole time, and I can't hear it because I got my headset on. But hopefully it's been addressed. Hopefully there's no more echoing. John Chambers says, "We've already had our termination dust. You know, it's just enough to send the tourists packing." You know, it's tough to get rid of those people, man. They love going there. Paul Delgado says, Delgado lahat na may partida a. I'm not sure what that means, but I think she's saying, you better win, Mike, or you're sleeping on the couch. I was assuming that Paul Delgado is Mike Delgado's wife, but I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm just joking around, though. Early man says I crack her up. Honestly, it's just natural. I don't know. I'm a clown sometimes. I try to be really focused, but I have a hard time with it. What's up, Jules? You won your match? What was the score? 4-4. Oh, yeah, that's right. 4-4, and Jules won that one. So, Jill Chartier waiting for the loser of this match, and that would be the B-side final next. Tim Darmody, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bob Guzik, welcome to the stream. Mark McDonald, how you doing? Or McDonald, sorry, welcome to the stream. Charles Williver, welcome to the stream. Gene says, I had to go all the way out and back in to stop the echoing. Oh, really? Well, I adjusted. When you said it was echoing, I adjusted, so maybe it's gone because of that. It could have been me. Gwen Armstrong, how you doing? And Greg Malonas, welcome to the stream. Waterman says, love the Boondocks Bar too. If you're in this area, you have to visit and enjoy their special atmosphere. Seriously. I'm gonna screen cap that real quick here, Warren Man. Because someday, and I don't know when that day may be. I sound like The Godfather. You ever watch The Godfather? Someday, and that day may never come, I may ask you to repay the favor. I'm not gonna ask you for that, but I'm playing it out from The Godfather. But yeah, no, someday that day is gonna come. I'm gonna be in Brunswick, Georgia, man. I'm gonna come see you. Maybe you and I can go on a little tour and check out the place. I would like that. I've done a couple of walkthroughs already through different cities that I've gone through without pool halls, and I'll continue to do that for the rest of my life, just to kind of share different locations across the world or across the cities that I go to. Not that I'm going across the world, but maybe someday, if I ever make it. One day I'll make it. I keep laughing because, man, it's hard to make it. I mean, I've learned everything you could possibly almost learn when it comes to running this stream system, and I'm still trying to make it, man. Karen Skelly Dotson says, don't forget, you said you are going to CSI Pro Tournament next year. Bring me a shirt so I can promote you guys year-round. Yeah, well, I'm supposed to be going there. There's a few things that are kind of in the works, but and I don't want to jinx them, so I'll leave it at that. But yeah, if I come out there, you got it. I'll give you the shirt off my back. Chris Midiag, welcome to the stream. Jordan Campbell, what's up, my man? Dustin Bunce, welcome. Warren Man says, well, your place is on my bucket list. Yeah, the Hangar Billiards and Sports Lounge, I'm telling you, man, top notch, top notch. One of the best out here. And these diamond tables just make it look that much more classy, man. But it's the service, it's the atmosphere, it's the food, it's a little bit of everything, man. And when you come here like on a Friday, Saturday, like, you get to really see the vibe in here, you know, because it gets packed. It gets super packed. It gets packed to the point that they got people kind of like sitting there waiting to get on a table. And there's lineups, man, for people to get on the table on the weekend. And it is what it is, though, right? It's part of being a hotspot. It gets busy. It's nice to have locations like this. I got a chance to go out to Calgary again this year because of the CSL Invitational, and so I got a chance to go around to a couple of pool halls there. Last time I went there back in 2019, I never really had a chance to go out there and explore. This time around, I had a chance to go out there and explore, and so I went to some of these pool halls, and I was impressed. I was really impressed. One of the things that I'll say is it's beautiful to see a city that promotes pool like the way they do in Calgary. There's still a little bit of competition there as far as like which place some people go, but I feel like the majority of the players just go to all pool halls. They all support all pool halls, and it's I don't know, it's just beautiful to see a great atmosphere like that where everybody's kind of getting along and growing the game. I appreciate it myself anyway. It made me think about moving to Calgary a few times actually. Just the vibe out there, man. It's pool vibe, and like so I was talking to somebody this morning actually when I came in, and they say, you know, there's something about Calgary, Edmonton, Alberta altogether is that you can wake up, go to a pool hall first thing in the morning, and you'll find somebody to play you. Like there's going to be action all the time, and if you're looking for tournaments, tons of tournaments all the time. You know, and that's one of the things that I really appreciate about Calgary. I didn't get a chance to play like I wanted to, but next year when we go back for the CSL Invitational, I plan to go there a little bit longer, and I'm going to come there the weekend before this all goes down, just so I can have some chances to go out and play in some of the tournaments out there. Chills Billiards is one of the ones that I wanted to go try out. They say it's one of the best in the country for a Sunday tournament. I want to say that the Hangar is, but you know, I'm kind of biased because I come here and work here. But I love the Hangar, man. I've always been a big fan of this place. Prior to it being the Hangar, it used to be Triple B's, and I seen the potential of it back then in those days. I knew that it was going to be a nice spot. And now as we gone through different owners, it's finally landed in the hands of a player. And this player, he's just wants to make the place more pool. And it's beautiful to have those kind of owners that are constantly trying to grow the game through their own work as well. But yeah, if you ever get a chance, come check it out. 121 Scurfield Boulevard here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. It's in a nice location too, in good area. Karen Skelly Dotson says, I'll even take you out to dinner at the Cracker Barrel. Well, that is an entertaining idea. I would love that. I'm all about food too. You guys hear it all the time. I'm always talking about food. The only reason I'm not talking about food right now, well, I am technically, but it's because, you know, I wasn't hungry. But and I see how I say that? It's because I wasn't hungry. Now I am. You're talking about taking me to restaurants, and that just made me think about food. I'm gonna be patient though. I'm gonna order my food when these guys get a little bit deeper into the match. That way I can enjoy my meal throughout the championship match. Richard Rice, how you doing? Jeff Jensen, welcome to the stream. Len Peters, welcome back. Kelly Saunderson. Bryce Johnson says, any recommendations for an affordable break cue? Well, affordable is tricky. All right, it's kind of tricky. Poison would probably be your best bet. A Poison break cue, which is it's a Predator brand, right? They're affiliated with Predator, but they have a really good quality breaker in the $200 to $300 range. I think, you know, it depends on what you're looking for, man. If you're looking just for a breaker, that's certain options. But if you're looking for a break jump, then you got to look at different options from there. There's a lot of different people out there that are creating custom cues as well. So there's always going to be something different available for you. But as far as my recommendation goes, well, I'm a big fan of the Thumper. Thumper runs you about 620 USD. The Thumper is probably my best choice for me People really talk highly of the Predator brake cues, and then you're looking, 1,000 plus for one of those. If you got that kind of money for a breaker, then that's the way I would recommend for you to go. But I know a lot of people that have taken, for example, a butt end, just a butt end, and they went and bought a nice carbon fiber shaft, and then put on a nice tip, a jump brake tip on it, and they use that as a breaker, and they say it's gold. So I don't know. The braking thing is something that people are constantly trying to work and figure out. For me, I like the thumper. It doesn't take a lot of effort. You get a good explosion, and you have cue ball control, which to me is probably the most important part about the brake. So I didn't really quite answer your question there. I sort of answered your question, but it's one of those questions that it just really comes down to your budget and how you're looking to spend. One thing I can tell you is if you're going to spend money and you don't have a really good playing cue and you have, a decent breaker, I would focus maybe a little bit more on the playing cue first. But if you feel like your break is where you're coming up short all the time and you have a pretty decent playing cue, then yeah, focus on the breaker, man. Find something that's a little bit better. Kamikaze has a nice tip. It's a see-through clear tip. I can't remember the name of it now. It's got a name to it. But they have a nice clear tip it's supposed to be the next thing when it comes to jump brake tips. I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't tested it myself, but I know a lot of people have been switching over to it. You might just have to look into maybe a new tip. There's a lot of good quality braking tips out there. I used to use Samsara, for example, which is leather and phenolic resin mixed together, so it's a combination of both. And I love that cue. For braking, it used to be explosive. For jumps, it hit them all the time. And that all that was just a cheap player's cue that I bought for $40. It was a 21-ounce breaker, and it actually wasn't a breaker. It was just a two-piece cue. But I put that tip on it, and that was good to go. I think more or less, just comes down to choice and preference, really. But brand names are usually, that they're kind of good to go with. Predator is good. Q-Tech has a nice. The Breacher, that's a nice little braking cue as well. But a lot of people swear by Predator, man. They really do. But you're looking at a lot of cash then. To me, I just feel like the tip is really what you need. And then the weight, you got to figure out the weight that works for you. Some people need a lighter braking cue because they rely on the speed of the brake. Other people need a heavier cue because they don't have that speed, so they need power behind it instead. You have to find what works for you. Some people go in between where they can have power and speed. I like power and control. So that's why I like the thumper. But I don't think they make the thumpers anymore. I heard down the grapevine that maybe the gentleman had some health issues through COVID, and not sure if he ever recovered or if he's still in the process of recovering. But as far as I know, I don't think there's thumpers available anymore. I have one available that I'm still raffling off. I started off a raffle back, I think it was in April. And I never got to finish it, and I've been wanting to finish it, but I just haven't been able to get around to it. But I have one thumper available, and I can't sell that one because I'm going to raffle it. But if you guys are interested in getting involved in a raffle, then I can let you guys know and you can purchase a raffle ticket. $20 a ticket. And the thumper that I got is the newest model. It's a T4 thumper. It was the last model that they made. I gotta confirm the score's right. Thank you. Yeah, it is 4-3, so I got the right score. Moving down the road or down the line. Dave Carta, how you doing? Jeff Strack, welcome to the stream. Bill Askin says yes on Rod. How many tables do they allow you for your tournament on Sunday? I use all of them. So there's 10 diamond tables for the bar boxes. We use all of them, but then we break them down as we stop using them, right? We start turning them over for customers and all that. But they let me use all the tables here, which is good. It just helps get things going in the first couple of rounds, and after that, you kind of slow things down. Like right now, we're down to just 2 tables. Actually, we're down to 1 table. This is the last table. So after this match, we'll have the B-side final. Then after that match, we're gonna have the championship match. So we're down to one table right now. And most of those players that were sitting around earlier, they're all kind of gone home now. And now we have customers that are coming in here to play, and it's filling up with customers. Pretty steady on this place all the time. Baldo Gutierrez, how you doing? John Hool, Mr. John Hool, welcome back. Bill Askin, you're a funny guy. He said that's the first time I've ever heard you say you were not hungry, Rod. and I laugh, man, because he's telling the truth. Oh, I'm always hungry. That's how diabetes got to me. But yeah, you're right. I'm usually talking about food, man. Glenn Martin, how you doing? Jim Boat, welcome to the stream. Jackie Omialso, welcome to the stream. Bryce says under 300. Oof. Are you on my Facebook, Bryce? If you are, I'll send you a message. I'm gonna screen cap this real quick so I remember. If you're not, maybe you can just add me on Facebook. I'll look into it for you, all right? I'll try to see if maybe I can pull some strings too and find you a deal on something new for that price. We do have a lot of connections with different cue makers. So you never know, I might be able to work something out for you. Chip Ann, how you doing? Wayne Bullock, welcome to the stream. And Jonathan Dabb says, I agree with Poison. Yeah, Poison's a good choice. I mean, I think Poison just lost its spotlight, but when Poison first came out, people were raving about Poison break cues. They were all talking about them. And then, there all these other cues came out, and all these other tips came out, and suddenly nobody's talking about Poison anymore. But Poison is a good quality cue. It really is. And it's affordable, too. You can find something for under 300 with a Poison cue. Donna Blackbird, how you doing? How's the heavy hitter? I never heard. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say I've never heard of the heavy hitter, but the name rings a bell. What is the heavy hitter? What brand? Bryce Johnson says my regular cue is a Jacoby with a Kamui tip. Yeah, so then you got a good cue already. Jacoby's a top brand. Yeah, you can just focus. Another thing you can maybe do is, and it's something that not a lot of us really do, but we should be doing. Go check out the pawn shops. Check out the pawn shops, man, because sometimes you'll come across a beautiful break cue or a beautiful playing cue at a pawn shop, and usually a pawn shop doesn't have value when it comes to pool cues, so they don't really know, right? And they'll have, say, like a Balabushka that I was talking about earlier, which is a rare cue. Some of them selling for up to like 10 grand for a cue. You'll walk into a pawn shop and you'll find a Balabushka for like $100. Obviously, you're gonna buy it, right? You can sell it for 10 grand, you're gonna buy it. But going to the pawn shop is a good way to save money and find some good quality breaking cues and playing cues. Sometimes it's just a good way to save money, and it's used, but you can tell when you got a good cue in your hands. I bought a nice Viking once from there, and it was a beautiful cue. It really was. The cue was worth $1,000, man. I bought it for $75 Canadian, and I sold it even though it was worth $1,000. I sold it for $400. But why do I care? I paid $75 for it, so I still made a good deal out of it. The other guy got a less than half price or more than half price. He got 60% off on this cue. But yeah, pawn shops, man. Piku, that's one of them that I couldn't think of the name. Bernie Terrio, thank you for that. Piku is a nice break jump tip. That's one of them that I've seen out there, and they talk about it a lot. They say it's a really, really good quality tip. So there's another good advice right there from Bernie Terrio. Karen says maybe we can find an empty table and shoot some racks. Oh, for sure. I'm always down for that. When it comes down to playing pool, man, wherever I go, I take my pool cues with me. And that's the case even when I do some election work, depending on where I'm going. Sometimes I get election work and it's like, oh, you got to drive through Saskatchewan. I'm taking my cues. So many pool halls out there. I know a lot of people say that Saskatchewan is pretty dead for pool, but they have a lot of pool halls out there. I don't think they're as dead as some people make them out to be. But I bring my cues every time I run through Saskatchewan. David French, how you doing? Warren Man says my brake stick, LOL, I call a mutt stick. Has a scorpion butt and a predator shaft. Love it. That is what's important, what you like. That's right. And so that's what I'm saying. So now with carbon fiber, the market has changed quite a bit because you no longer have to go out there and get this really expensive cue, like a $2,000 cue or a $3,000 cue, just because you want something beautiful. It doesn't really matter no more. Now what really matters is the deflection. That's what everybody's focusing on, is deflection, right? And so most people are just grabbing any butt end and just buying a carbon fiber shaft, and it's becoming their weapon, right? But that's the same case when it comes to braking cues. Like I said, some people have been using those carbon fiber shafts for braking shafts, and they actually brake pretty good. Same reason. There's no deflection on it, so it's giving you the raw power on the brake. I don't know. Brake is something that's a mystery to me. I'm always trying to figure it out. Although I've gotten a lot better lately. Aldo Messier, how you doing? Joe Valente, welcome back. Jeff Smedvik, there's a name I haven't seen in a long time. How you doing, Jeff? Hope you're doing good, man. Gene Peacock says the brake is my weakness because I can scatter the rack, but seldom does the ball fall. It's so irritating. Yeah, I hear you. I'm Captain Dry Brake. Honestly, I'm going to make a book one day about dry brakes because I know how to dry brake 101 ways. I always wanted to be a professional in pool, but I always thought I was going to be a professional player, not a professional dry breaker. Yeah, you're welcome, Bryce, for sure, man. And Jonathan Dabbs is giving you an advice here on the poisons. Says it runs about 150 USD. It breaks almost the same as my BK Rush. Honestly, they're made by the same company. They're promoted by the same company, so the quality is not going to be much more different. There's a little bit of here and there, little details that make the BK Rush a little bit different, but for the most part, I feel like a poison jump break is good enough. Now, if somebody said, I'm going to sell you a breaking cue that is so good, that all you have to do is just hit that cue ball and automatically made a ball, take my money, bro. But I know that ain't the reality. You can have that kind of cue, you still need to figure out the fundamentals or the mechanics behind the break to be able to have a successful break. That's really what it comes down to. Check out all my friends here on YouTube. Thomas Tubal says, none yet. This is the first. Thanks, Thomas. I appreciate that. I really do, man. Mike Delgado doing what Mike Delgado does. He's on the hill. 6-3, the current score. He's breaking for the match in rack number 10. Joe, Naomi, Tristan, welcome to the stream. Ken Gibbs, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Clint McCoy. Jonathan Hakatang, welcome to the stream. Mike Medley. Mr. Wayne Burba, what's up, my man? Ken Gibbs says, Bob Runde, Runde, has been making low deflection cues forever. Is he mainstream or is he custom? Ken. I'm curious about him. Dixie Pinchback, how you doing? One thing I remember about Dixie is that we have the same birthday, February 20. Can't forget those kind of things. How you doing, Dixie? Nami Lopez, welcome to the stream. Gene Pica says mine too. Orlando Morales, what's up, man? How you doing? Mr. Blake Holmes, I was speaking about you, speak of the devil. I was talking about you and Clinton. I was saying, these guys are going to go nuts because now you guys can watch this on YouTube. Yeah, the link's on the post. If you guys click on the link, they'll send you straight to the YouTube stream. Now, for those of you that are watching, I know you guys like Facebook, but do me a favor. Maybe you guys can like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube and, just help me out a little bit. It's an older channel. I haven't done a whole lot of work with it. I stopped doing a lot of work with it for a while, but the only reason I'm bringing it back to life is because people have been asking, like, "Hey, man, can you put this on YouTube?" And I'm like, "No, it's hard. I can't figure it out, bro." And now I figured it out. So you're welcome, bro. We got YouTube. But yeah, like and share that stream and subscribe to my channel. It's gonna make me feel special. And I don't really feel special too often, but you got a chance to make me feel special. How's that for a sales pitch? Jerry Kagan, how you doing, man? Love this guy too. Always in on a Sunday to check out things. He says, I have that perfect cue for sale, but it's a left-handed cue. Yeah, that's my problem too, man. See, I'm a left-handed player, but I keep buying these right-handed tips, and I don't know, it just doesn't work with my game. Right-handed tips, it's a thing. That's what you're missing, guys. You gotta find the right tip. It's either a right tip or a left tip. Honestly, if you would have came up with that, Jerry, if you would have came up with that one in the '90s, you could have been a millionaire, man. You could have been selling that idea to people, and people would have been like, "What? Yeah, no, it's because you're not playing with a left-sided tip." I remember back then, Randy Pruden, one of our locals, he made up this thing about the La Pro tip. He was saying the La Pro tip is the next best thing, blah 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 blah, and everybody switched over. They're all buying La Pro tips, man, like it was the next best thing, But meanwhile, tips like Kamui were out there, and what's that one? Oh man, this is my favorite tip too. Oh, why can't I think of it? It's been a while since I had one of them now. Maury. So Maury was out back then too, but this guy went out saying the La Pro tip was an aspects thing, called it a La Pro tip, and everybody went nuts. They were buying it for $40 a tip. But yeah, back in those days, man, if you would have sold the idea that there's a left hand and a right hand tip, you would have been a millionaire. I don't think you can convince the players anymore. We've gotten a little bit smarter now. Dixie Pinchback says, Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And happy Thanksgiving to you too, Dixie. I'm going to be going home. My family's having like this Thanksgiving dinner without me. Yeah, I know. I got hurt feelings too. But when I get home, supposedly I'm going to have some turkey dinner waiting for me. We'll see. I'm hoping. There was a little bit of hesitation there, right? I don't know. I may not get a dinner. They should have had turkey dinner here at the hangar for a promotional special or something. I love turkey, but I don't love turkey. Like I love the flavor of turkey, even though a lot of people make it dry and gross. When they make it the right way, turkey's beautiful. But I hate the way it knocks me out. Like it's instant. As soon as I finish eating, half hour later, I'm snoring. And it doesn't matter. Like I can be sitting down on the couch. I can be sitting down at the kitchen table. I can be walking out the door. Doesn't matter. I'll fall asleep 30 minutes. Oh, Ken Gibbs says, yep, custom. Okay, cool. Wowzer says Blake Holmes, that's amazing. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome, Blake. There's a few people that were asking about, getting it on YouTube, and so, asking you shall receive. It may take a little bit of time, but it ain't because I ain't trying, man. It's just because I can't figure it out. But eventually, when I do, you'll hear about it. I gotta watch a shot. I'll be back. Oh yeah, got some classic rock going on in the background. I'm about to jam out. If I knew how to play the guitar, I'd be playing the guitar right now while I'm streaming. But I don't. But maybe, you know, I've always wanted to learn, and Kathy Secrets, her son, does online guitar teaching. Maybe I can use that. I've always wanted to learn, man. I know how to sing. I know you guys don't want me singing, but I know how to sing. Not I'm not gonna make a record album or anything like that, but I might get a couple of people say, "Hey, can you sing my birthday song?" But if I learn how to play the guitar, I might sound prettier. Just gotta play loud enough where it covers my voice a little bit. You know, there's a little technique to it. Dixie LOL says, "Yes, we do. I'm doing well. Doing some house renovating with my daughter. So I've been busy. Hey, renovations, you know, you got to do it right in the summer or just before the winter. So you're right on that point right now. You're kind of flirting with danger. But depending on the renovation, if it's indoor, no big deal. Outdoor, your time is running out. But unless you're in the States, they don't really deal with snow too much. Only certain areas. Johnny Nilsson, how you doing? Curtis Chaborak, there's a name I haven't seen in a while. How you doing, man? Like to see you come back and play at the hangar. I know it's summertime and you're either golfing or at the cabin or doing something fun. Ken Gibbs says he was the main guy at Sean. Sean cues are like incredible cues, man. I'm gonna have to look him up. Is he on Facebook, Ken? If he's on Facebook, I'm gonna look him up and see what he's got. Donald Baptiste, how you doing? Jerry K in food coma. I get that all the time, man. Honestly, Turkey just does it automatically. Reese Lewis, how you doing? Says, "Hey Rod, what's up? Sorry I'm late. What's going on?" Well, you know, the usual. Just clowning around, trying to teach while I joke around too much. I don't think I've even talked about a single game throughout this match, or maybe one. I don't know. I get caught up. It's your guys' fault, man. He will message me tomorrow. Right on. Right on. Maybe we can do a little exchange. You know, I'll do commercials for lessons, and I'll still pay him some money for it because you know everybody's got to make money. And Jerry Stone, how you doing? By the way, if you guys are looking for guitar lessons, maybe you guys are in the same spot where I'm at. You know, you've loved guitar all your life, but you've never been able to learn. You know, and you've always said, you know, I'm going to buy this book so I can learn. I'm going to listen to this audio tape so I can learn. I'm going to watch this YouTube channel so I can learn. And, you know, at the end, you just still don't learn. Maybe you can use a guy like Kathy Secret's son that can teach you online. I think it's better that way because you get to see right away the results and they can correct you immediately on what's going wrong. Where if you're learning on your own, you may be able to learn, but it'll be a bit of a slower process. But yeah, that's an opportunity there for you pool players if you guys want to be rock stars at the same time. No, I don't want to be a rock star. I just want to sing, really, without anybody criticizing me. And maybe if I'm good at playing guitar, they'll all say, "Yeah, you know what? He sucked, but man, can that guy play guitar?" Something's got to give. You already had an idea. Nice. Sebastian Grenier, welcome to the stream. Bob Keys, welcome. Richard Porter, welcome. Those of you on YouTube, I can't see who's all in there, but welcome to the stream, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe to my channel. If you're not watching on YouTube and you like to watch on Facebook, you might still want to like and subscribe to my channel because now that I'm doing this, I'm going to be streaming a little bit more on YouTube, but there's going to be other things that I'm going to be doing on YouTube that I may not be doing on Facebook. For example, practice sessions. Detailed practice sessions where I will do walkthroughs and you guys will be able to kind of tune in, watch the stream, ask questions, and I'll be able to display some scenarios for you guys and mix the shots and teach you a little bit from what I know. But just some of the things like that are going to be doing on YouTube where I won't do it on Facebook. Now, you don't have to subscribe, but I'm telling you, man, if you end up not subscribing and then eventually someday down the road you decide to go on the YouTube channel just to see what it was all about, and then you see all the footage of everything I've done, you're going to regret you didn't subscribe to my channel, man. Because I'm telling you, there'll be lots of action on that channel now. Tournament of Champions will be streamed on there as well every week. And the King of the Hill next week will be on YouTube as well. I'm looking forward to the King of the Hill the most, though. Hill game. Yeah, and that's how bad it is. I didn't even realize we're on the Hill. Jesus. Oh, man. These guys better have a championship match because I'm getting carried away. I need to make up for it. Oh, I don't know if you got the right angle here. I might have to crash into this 15. The idea was to try to get right behind the 15, but now if he has to draw this, he has to hit this with right-hand draw. And once he hits that rail, it's going to bounce off and give him a little bit of a funny shot on this 15. So he might actually be better off just to run into it, but he's still going to go with the right draw. Oh, he was able to control it really good. That's one of those areas where a diamond table might bounce a little bit hard and leave you funny, but he had a good control on it. Able to spin off the rail. Oh, he's going to miss that 15 ball, though. That was for the finish, and Mike Vautour will get a chance to close out this match. And he's got to earn it, though, because that 3 ball is still tied up. But he's got a good starting point here. Has to get going anyway. And he's got control of the table, which is the most important thing here. He just has to watch out that he doesn't end up leaving an opportunity for Mike Delgado to play a safety on him. But other than that, he's got full control of this table. And, you know, he can go hard right off the hop or just play smart right off the hop. It's up to him. Jonathan Hakatank says, hi, Rod. I hear excitement. Oh, yeah, there's excitement for sure. Always excitement. Jerry Kagan says, I believe you could sing, Rod, man. You have the perfect face for radio. Yeah, well, if a face counted, then maybe I had a chance. All I got is my voice, man. Yeah, that was good. So he just needed to play a safety, a smart safety. But this is, you know, he's still not out of the woods yet, man. He's gotta hope that Mike doesn't get a hit here. But I'm looking at this, and it looks like there's a small path between that 4 and 6 to be able to go into the rail and into the 15. If he can hit this with a proper pace, adding some top spin on the shot, that's going to make the cue ball come off with bottom spin. So as soon as it makes contact with that 15, it would freeze up to that 3. He must not have it. He's just playing the 1 ball up there trying to create some troubles. It looked to me like he had a little clear path to be able to get a nice hit on this 15 ball, but I was obviously wrong. If there was a chance for that, he would have gone for it. David Schneider, how you doing? Adam Halsey, welcome to the stream. Lisa Desodal, is that how you say it? No, Desodal. I'll get it eventually. But yeah, one of the ways you guys could always support some of the stuff that I do, if you guys appreciate the efforts, is liking, subscribing, sharing the streams. When you do all those kind of things, that's the best way you can support. I mean, there's always ways that you can support financially, but that's never what I'm personally looking for. If that's what I get, then I'm always happy. You know, I never turn down somebody that's, you know, trying to reward me for my efforts. But I feel like the growth, the process, the support, that's where most of it really comes in for me. And when you guys like and share the stream, or in this case, getting over to the YouTube channel and subscribing to my channel, to me, that's growth. That's a big reward for me. But if you don't want to like and share and you rather send me $1,000, I'm okay with that. Okay, I have no problem with that. You never have to like and share a stream again. I will like and share anything you do if you send me $1,000 though. Okay. Just gonna put it out there in the universe. I don't know. It might work one day. I tried that with a lotto, but I've never won. My day is coming though. I will be a Lotto Max winner. And when I win, oh, I don't even know. I don't even want to imagine. I just want to wait for it to happen. Good things will happen though. I think that's the reason why I'm not a millionaire, is because if I was a millionaire, I'd change the world for the better. And nobody wants that. That's so 1980s. We're over that. We want a wild, crazy world, and we're doing good right now. Shinlin, how you doing? Victor Rivera, welcome to the stream. Adam says, always a good tournament and stream. Thank you. I appreciate that, Adam. Jonathan, Rod, is there a tournament tomorrow? I was going to do one, but I don't know. I might, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll make something here for tomorrow. I kind of want to play pool too, so maybe. I wasn't even thinking about it till now, but now you made me think about it. And last year I had Thanksgiving 10-ball tournament, but that was done on a Saturday, I think. Or was it a Sunday? No, it was on a Sunday. Yeah, we did a 10-ball tournament on a Sunday. That's what that was. So maybe Thanksgiving 10-ball for tomorrow. Possibility. More people coming in. Starting to pick up here again. Ball in hand and a chance to close out, and he's got to really try to figure things out here. Oh, he was about to grab the ball as a ball in hand, but it's not ball in hand. Or is it? Oh, it is. Okay, it is. I thought maybe he was having a brain fart and he was all focused on getting a ball in hand, but he didn't have it. But he does have one, so he's okay. He's just trying to work out the puzzle. His biggest problem is kind of that 4-ball, really, but he doesn't see it as a problem. The 2 and the 3 are obviously the biggest concerns, so you want to deal with that first. But from there, you want to kind of address one of these 2 balls, either the 1 or the 7, and then the 4. In this case, though, he might not fall off that way. You can see he's got the 3-ball. That's not a problem. But if he takes that 3-ball, he would have to draw back for the 5-ball to the corner. Taking the 1-ball, he might have to draw the cue ball back, maybe run into the 8-ball for the 7-ball. That might be the best option. Off the side cushion into the 8-ball. No, he's going to keep it simple. I believe he might have that 7 to the side here also, but I think he was shaping up for the 5. We'll see right away. Looks like he's aiming for the 7. Now the 7-ball is good because I'll take you up for the 4-ball, which is your only real problem ball now. You can see here, this tangent line is taking him right towards the 5. So if anything, he just has to make the shot. If he wants to avoid the 5, he puts a little bit of right-hand spin. If he wants to run into it, he puts a little bit of left-hand spin. I had to draw off the rail, and he missed the shot. But did he get lucky? No, I think Mike can see that. 15. Yeah, he's got the shot on the 15, and he's got a draw angle on that 15. Now, the question is, will he run into that 4-ball or not? If he runs into that 4-ball, he may not have a shot on the 8-ball. He needs to avoid it. I'm trying to look here to see what I would do, but my instincts are telling me that I would try to go draw off the 2 cushions, top right corner, then coming back up for the 8-ball in the bottom right corner. I don't know if that's the way he's going to play it, but that's what my instincts are telling me the way that I would play it. Well, that works too. What a shot. What a shot. And Mike Vautour says, that's good, man. You get on the 8, that's good enough for me. That was a beautiful shot. That was a nice way to finish that one. Check it out. Just a nice little touch. Played it off the center table instead. I was going off the 2 rails. I was looking at the 2 rails off the corner, but he played it off the middle on the top rail with lots of spin and got perfect on that 8 ball. And so now we're going to have Mike Vautour and Jill Chartier. They're going to be playing. I got to update the challenge bracket real quick. I'll do that right now. Mike Delgado 7. Mike Vautour 4. Mike Delgado will be the A-side winner. And that's going to bring us to our next matchup, which is Mike Vautour and Jill Chartier, the B-side final matchup. And Jill's just warming up right now. While he's doing that, I'm going to get the scoreboard set up. This time we'll put Mike Vautour on the left. So you guys know it's a new match. And I believe Jill's is running to 4 in this one. So it'll be a 1-game difference. Now, Jill's is a player that's interesting because he's always in the money somehow. He's always in the money. And that, I mean, there are times where he comes in and he doesn't make money. Don't get me wrong. It's not like he comes in and wins a tournament every week. But whenever he comes out to play, he's usually right there, right there. He's always in the finals, the B-side finals, or close to it, you know. He's just a good competitor. And while he's going to have a chance to compete in this game now, a 1-game difference, he's got the edge with a 1-game spot. But you know, we'll see how Mike deals with the next match. He's already lost the last match here against Mike Delgado, so he's feeling a little bit of steam. He's gone outside to get a quick smoke break before they get started, and that's why Jill's is kind of warming up here right now, just waiting for him to come back. In the meantime, what I'll do is I'll advertise 2 things for you guys, which is, for one, the Q Sports Live Manitoba Youth Training Program. It's now been created. It's starting October 29th, which is a Saturday, here at the Hangar, 121 Scurfield Blvd. On Saturday, the 29th, it's going to be for the group that's 15 years old to 22 years old. And then the following week, it will be for the group that's 14 years and under. So that's the way the setup is. It's only $8 a week. It's cheap. And then they're not playing every week. They rotate weeks, so it's only twice a month. Only $16 a month for your kid to learn how to play some great pool. And, well, we'll do our best to teach them as best as we can and hopefully develop some world champions along the way. Oh, that sounded like a bunch of glass breaking, but it didn't break. It was caught just in time. And the other thing that I wanted to advertise is for those of you that are going to be watching next week, check out the King of the Hill Winner Take All 8-ball. It's going down here at the Hangar. 16 of the best players in Manitoba and some of the best players in Canada playing in it. It's going to be a great showdown. Single elimination, race of 13 up until the finals. The finals or the championship match will be a race to 15. The other stipulations or rules into the tournament are take what you make. So whatever you make off the break, that's where you got to shoot. And then there's a 2-move racking system, which I'll show you guys right now. No, I can't do it because I don't have my wireless mic. I'll just make a little video of it. Maybe tomorrow, and I'll post it on Facebook so everybody sees how the 2-move racking system works. It'll be nice and clear. It sounds a little complicated, but it isn't. What it really does is it allows for the players to play straight without pattern racking, and so that's what I like about it. It makes everything a little bit more fair. And then the take what you make makes everything that much harder for the players to be able to finish the table, because sometimes you'll smash the rack, you make a stripe, and then there's no stripe to shoot at, right? Or sometimes you smash the break and the solids are wide open, but you made a stripe, and now you're stuck making the stripes and you're going to break out the trouble table. So it adds a little bit of variety as far as the results on the table, every single rack. And that's what I like. I feel like it's more competition, better competition, and it demands the players to play their best game all the time. And so that's kind of what the King of the Hill standard has always been is bring your best game. And if you are the best, if you can beat everyone else and be the last guy standing, well, you get all the money. It's a winner-take-all format. Just waiting for Mike Vautour to come back, and he's on his way back right now. So we're going to get going here, B-side final, and let's get that fixed up right now. I need to go order some food, man, because we're talking about food, and now I'm actually hungry. You guys, you always got me thinking about food. Just kidding. It's all me. I know. B-side finals. Here we go. It's official. Rack number 1 coming up, and I'm not sure who's going to break, but these guys are about to figure it out. Oh, no, they already figured it out. It looks like Mike Vautour is going to be breaking first, and we're going to get going on one of the last 2 matches of the night. Let's see. I got a couple of comments. I'm going to go back and check them out. Reese Lewis says, "Would you like us to watch on Facebook or YouTube?" It's your choice. I'm not. Yeah, it's your choice. I'm just going to leave it like that. It's your choice. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable, I'm okay with. The YouTube, the only reason I did this is because a lot of people were asking about YouTube. So, you don't have to feel obligated to go and support me on YouTube. That's okay. No big deal. You want to support me on Facebook, you want to watch on Facebook, I'm okay with that too. Whatever makes you happy. All I know is that I've given you guys the options here. And, well, if you really have to, I guess you can watch them both. Be like the Holmes brothers, I went and stayed with them when I went out to Calgary for the CSL Invitational. And I walk in, and it's like, check out our studio, man. They got the big screen. They got one stream on the big screen. They got another stream on another TV. And then they got another stream on the computer. It's like, wow, they just watch it every which way possible, man. It's really cool the way they set it up. But, yeah, whatever you want to do, no big deal, man. Just the best way you can maybe support me is just subscribing to the channel, right? That alone kind of helps, and then whenever I do things that are not streamed on Facebook, that are streamed only on YouTube, well, you'll have a chance to be able to get onto those and watch those too. Yeah, but whatever your choice, man, I'm okay with that. Let's see. We've got a question here from Bryce, and he wants to know who has won the Sunday tournament the most. Jonathan Dapp says probably Delgado or Randy Baggett. Ooh, Randy Baggett is pretty close because there was a time when Randy came out to Winnipeg for about 6 weeks, I think it was, and he won every week. I want to say it was about 6 weeks long. He won every week. Mike Delgado has probably won. Oh man, I'm gonna say he's probably won a good between 6 and 10 tournaments so far. So he's right up there too. But there's another guy that we're not really considering too much here, and he tends to get to the finals a lot also. And that's Darcy Jolks. He's not on social media, so he's never really on Facebook or anything like that. But he comes out to play, and every time that guy comes out to play, he's always in the money. I don't think I've ever recalled a time since the Hangar's been the Hangar of him coming in and not making the money. But I don't know how many times he's won. I think the guy that's won the most would probably be Randy. If not, it's going to be Mike Delgado. So you're probably right, Jonathan Dabbs. Chris Mason, how you doing? Daniel Kidd, welcome to the stream. Bernie Terrio says, beauty, great shooters. Yeah, it's going to be an amazing time for that tournament. And here too, man, we got some great players here today also. Jonathan says another lucky night for Mike Delgado. Well, if luck was all it took for somebody to win, then yeah, he's the luckiest guy in the world, man, because he's winning all the time. Great player. Jonathan says, nice stream, Rod. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate that. Packatang. Blake says, that's awesome, Rod. David Schneider says, thanks for streaming, Rod. I haven't been able to view any of your streams for a while. Well, you're very welcome, man. It's a pleasure to have you back on board watching it. There's always something to watch every week, and usually I stream the Hangar every Sunday. But there's other tournaments that are coming up. There's a lot of great tournaments coming up, and I'll be streaming a lot of those tournaments too. So you guys will have a chance to be able to watch some more great events and some great matchups. Justin Poncho, how you doing? Christine Figueroa, welcome to the stream. Joseph Tamayo, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. John Flannery, welcome to the stream. Rack number 1 of the B-side final, and we're figuring it out. He took a great reset just to have a quick smoke break, and it seems to have worked because he's kind of calm. He's working things out slowly. Speaking of working things out slowly, I gotta slowly make my way over there to the bar so I can order some food because I am starving, man. And if I don't eat, I will slowly die. I promise you. Yeah, it's not that bad, but it feels like it sometimes. I'm so hungry that it feels like if I don't eat, I'm literally gonna die. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Whew. I spoiled myself. I'm gonna have a burger today. I don't really eat burgers anymore. Used to, but then the diabetic thing, they say don't eat burgers, so try not to eat them. But they got this cargo burger on the menu here, and I'm looking at all my options, right? I'm thinking, okay, I just want to eat something that's not too crazy or whatever. And then I seen this cargo burger, and it's like, oh my god, it just sounds so good, man. So we'll see how good it is. I don't want to be disappointed. I used to be a burger expert. That's how I got diabetes. I can tell you all the best places in almost the entire country when it came to burgers. Actually, that's kind of how I used to rate my restaurants. I used to go to like 5-star restaurants, fancy restaurants, and people are having like filet mignon and escargot, and I'm like, I'll have a burger. They look at me like, dude, you walked into the wrong restaurant. Like, no, man, you say you're good. I want to see how good your burger is. That's how I judge everyone. You got a good burger, you're a good guy. You got a good business. And yes, you should see my burgers. They're amazing. I used to be a chef. I will make you a killer burger. You will shed tears. You will call your mom and tell her how horrible her burgers were all your life once you have one of my burgers. I'm telling you, like, you don't believe me. I made one of those burgers for my mom. She called my grandma and told her that too. Your burgers are horrible. Now my grandma don't talk to me no more. Don't mad at me because, I'm better than her. I'm kidding, grandma. I'm not. I know you're the best. Warren, man, did you order me one? Yeah, man. I might eat it though. A bit of a savage, and I haven't had a burger in a while, so eating two burgers seems a little bit more appealing than just eating one. What's the biggest burger you guys have ever seen or eaten? What's the biggest size? And let's go by weight, okay? And we're gonna go by our weight because we go by pounds, not kilos. Um, I'll give you an example. We had this place here. It was called Blondie's. They had a burger. It was a 40-pound burger. A 40-pound burger, man. They had a thing there that if you were able to eat this 40-pound burger in one sitting, you got it for free. So many people tried it, man. So many people. Nobody could ever finish it. I think maybe one person might have finished it. I don't remember, but from what I remember looking at the walls, I think there was a lot of people that took pictures of the burgers. Not many of them had a picture with the burger done. I don't think any of them did. But yeah, 40-pound burger, man. Jesus. These guys are in for a rough start on the first game here in the B-side final. Got to be careful here on the choice. He's looking at his solids and thinking, if I just try to play safe, leave the cue ball on that right side of the table. But technically, leaving the cue ball on the right side of the table, anywhere near where that 14 is or further to the right, is going to allow for Mike to have a combination on this free ball. And that's if the combination goes, because it may not go. Yeah, it looks like the combination does go. And so he's giving him the perfect angle for a combination here. I don't think he realized that's what he was doing. But we'll see. Maybe Mike doesn't see it. Or maybe it's not even a possibility. We'll see. Not sure how I feel about this one. To me, I feel like it's the opening game. It's kind of important. But you have a chance to maybe win it if the combo is there. He's looking at it now. If the combo is there, which I know it's there because I can see it from here that it's there, and he's got the absolute best shape to be able to make this combo right now, I think I'm going for the combo. The only thing here, though, is that you got to figure out how many rails you're going to play this cue ball to get back up for the 6. And I'm looking at 1, 2, 3 to 4 rails to get onto that 6. And you got to watch the pace here too, because when you're trying to get that many rails, cue ball's going to go a little bit faster, which means that 6 ball is going to bounce a little bit harder too. Looks like he's considering all those things. He's choosing to play safe. Not the way I wanted it to work out, but going to be a leave and an opportunity for Jills, who only needs to win 4 games. Good chance here to get one under his belt. I don't think he's going to go for it yet, though. That combination is no longer available, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Playing the bank corner, kind of a two-way shot, but blocking the pocket at the same time, and kind of backfires on him. Instead of blocking the pocket, he's now put himself in jail, and Mike Vautour has all the advantage here on this table. I guess you just play a free soak here. Or do you try to bank this ball out in free soak? Yeah, you try to bank it out in free soak. That's a good shot. Because now no matter what Jills does, he's got an opportunity here to be able to break out that 6. That was a smart shot. Did he leave him the 6? Oh, so close, but he didn't. He did leave him a shot on the 3. I don't think he can spin his way into this stripe and the 6 ball, but he may consider doing so. I feel like if you're gonna try to do that in this shot, then you gotta shoot this almost like at Masse. You gotta jack up your cue and then spin your way into the shot. And when it comes off the rail, it comes up really sharp for the breakout. Yeah, like that. Actually, I don't mind playing another safety here. Oh, I can smell that burger coming out, man. It's on the grill right now. Like that. You guys ever been to a BK? That smell of a Whopper? It's like that. I gotta go eat now. I always laugh, but it's true. Oh my god. What did I do? Why did I order a burger, man? Couldn't resist the temptation. Jason Musso, how you doing? Jimmy Paredes, welcome to the stream. David Whedon, welcome to the stream. Brian Gills, welcome to the stream. Gene Peacock says 40-pound burger. That's a heart attack waiting to happen. I'm telling you, like, I know people tried. People really, really tried. I don't think anybody actually ate it, but I could be wrong. And that place closed down now, so I have no idea of knowing or confirming whether or not somebody actually ate the 40-pound burger. I just remember that they had a lot of pictures on the walls. Anybody that ordered a 40-pound burger automatically got the picture on the wall. I don't remember seeing anybody with the finished burger in the picture. And anybody that did try probably did die from a heart attack. I thought about it. Like 15 years ago, I almost took on the challenge. Back then, I could eat like 2 burgers, no problem, easily, like big burgers. I was okay with that. So I always felt like, well, you know, I can challenge this 40-pound burger. I'm 240. I can do it. It's a little bit different, right? Then we get talking about like working out. I mean, it's the opposite. Like, I'm 240. I can handle this burger. Kathy Secret says BJ Burger in Odessa, Texas, has a 1-pound burger that my husband enjoyed. 1 pound is not bad. I've done the half pounds, the 3/4 pounds. The 1 pound is not too bad. I've even tried something that was a 2-pound, and that was a little bit overwhelming, but it wasn't too bad. 40-pound though, I don't know, man. Need a lot of ketchup for that, and tons of fried onions. That's the only way you can really eat it. You need all those juices to come through to save your life. Always gonna go for it. This is risky. That reminds me, I gotta set up my highlight of the day. I totally forgot about that. It was the first shot, not the second shot. Oh, that's mine? Yeah, you're amazing, for real. Thank you. No, I'm good. Damn, one of the best out here. Always taking care of everyone. Hey, Michelle and Andre Nolette are here. Nice. My bro Joe Sivko is here too. brought his cues, man. So I just told him, I said, bro, if you're gonna shoot some pool, I need to shoot some pool too. So as soon as the stream is done, him and I are gonna have a showdown. I'm not gonna put it on the stream though. We're just gonna have fun. Gonna scratch. He's not happy about it. And that was the first game. That was forevermore, forevermore, forever. That was a long battle, man. I don't know. It just happens sometimes, man. You put. I was gonna joke with him, but he's kind of worked up, so I'll leave him alone. I don't want to get him mad. Bill Laskin saying ground beef is going for $7 a pound here now. Pound burger. Yeah, so it's. I think we have it $7. All right, let's see. It's $6 for regular ground beef, $7 for lean, and it's about $8 for the extra lean ground beef. So it's not cheap. Aurelio Romero, how you doing? Bill Askin says, so that's $280 worth of beef. Yeah, it's an expensive burger. But back then when they created the 40-pound burger, you can buy, I think the pound of beef back then was like $1 a pound, $1.50 a pound. And then over the years it didn't get that bad, but over this year, yeah, price of beef is pretty bad. Arlene says an 8-ounce burger is my limit. Yeah, that's not too bad. 8 ounce is decent. I always been a savage, man. So if I walk into a place and they say, well, we got a 3-pound burger, I'm taking that 3-pound burger. I don't care if I can't eat it. I just need to see it. Savage at heart, I tell you. Stephen Roberts says, Rod Malley's Sports Bar and Grill in Detroit sells the world's largest commercially available hamburger, weighing approximately 338.6 pounds. Oh my God. That's like eating a human being or two. Wow. The restaurant advises that customers call at least 72 hours in advance at a cost of $1,999, served in-house or to go for an additional $200. Wow. 338 pounds of beef. Jesus. I don't think anybody could survive that. I mean, if I was a millionaire and I put that challenge for somebody to come in and eat that, I would literally say, you can have my wealth. Because you ain't going to live long. Enjoy it for the moment, bro. That's all you got. Crazy. 338 pounds. Wow. And here I am bragging about this 40-pound burger like we discovered the world. Bernie Terry says, lots of onions and a side order of the defibrillator. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. Leon Hool, how you doing? Joe Cave says, are you sure that wasn't 40-ounce burgers? Or maybe it was, no. Maybe it was 40 ounce. No, I'm pretty sure it was a 40-pound. Pretty sure it was a 40-pound. It was huge, man. This thing looked like, let's see, probably about almost 20 inches all around, and the circular parameter of it. And then the height, the burger patty itself was roughly about, I'm going to say about 8 to 10 inches high. So it was about a 40-pound burger. They have things like that, and like, oh, it's gonna scratch. They have things like that in Texas. You can go in Texas and you can order like this massive, massive steak, tomahawk steaks, all that kind of stuff, and then they challenge you like that too. Like if you can eat it all, you get it for free, and then you go and buy that steak, and it's like a $500 steak, man. I almost took one of those on out in Texas. It was like an Angus farm. I can't remember the name of the place, but my uncle took me out there. It was a really fancy place, and the reason why I remember it was fancy because they had like these mushrooms that were just incredible. They were made with red wine, and I don't know what else, but they were just so amazing. And everywhere I looked, like everybody was just having something fancy. And I remember ordering a steak. My steak was, I think, like $75 for the steak, and it wasn't the one. You know, I thought about getting the other one, the big one, but I never did. I think the only reason I'm alive is because I always made the right choice in situations like that. To savage or not to savage. I've always backed up and said, no, don't do it. Stephen Roberts says multi-football teams. Any sport teams. Oh, for sure. David Schneider says, we have a bar named 209 Bar that serves a 2-pound, 9-ounce burger with all the accoutrements. Anyone that can finish this can drink for free the rest of the evening. Cool. Where is it? Bemidji, Minnesota? Is that what the MN is? Cool, man. If I was a drinker, I'd take that up. 2 pounds ain't too bad. I mean, I seen the 40. 2 pounds, I feel like I can do no problem because I have. 2 pounds, 9 ounces, I might need some extra onions. Bill Austin says the size of a Volkswagen or medium-sized compact. Yeah. They serve it between 2 Uncle Buck's pancakes. Oh my God. It's that big? Like, how do you even dive into it? I mean, you can't. Well, maybe you can, though. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to imagine how big that burger is. I think there's one of those things where I literally be scared. That's a massive burger, man. Kent Townley says world record for hot dogs is 63. That is about 8 pounds. That's a lot of hot dogs too. And those guys are savages, man. I mean, they are true savages the way they eat. I don't think they even bite. I think they just swallow. I watch some of those contests, man. And the only reason I watch is because I'm just fascinated by human behavior. It's like, well, I like hot dogs. Cool, man, cool. Well, can you eat more than one? Oh yeah, I could eat more than one for sure. Well, how much do you really like hot dogs? Well, I don't know. I could probably sit there and eat hot dogs all day. But can you eat a bunch of hot dogs all day? Well, I don't know. How about we have a contest and see if you can? Okay. Then you'll sit there and eat burger or hot dogs for like hours on end. Jesus. Hot dogs. Warman says all the eating competitions I've watched have 6 to 8 pounds of food total. Just saying. Yeah, no, that's maybe maybe it was a 40-ounce burger. I just said 40-pound because I'm dramatic. But I'm pretty sure it was 40-pound. I'm pretty sure it was a pretty big burger, man. 40-ounce sounds a little bit more reasonable though, less dramatic. Stephen Roberts says, I think a restaurant named Fuddruckers has a 1-pound burger that I had once. Yeah, 1 pound is kind of average. You know, there's something that was kind of interesting as far as history is concerned. Well, they had a burger. I can't remember which locations it was. I think it was. Yeah, so I think it was McDonald's and A&W. That's the two that it was. So A&W, McDonald's had a half-pound burger. That's how it started. They had the quarter-pound burger and the half-pound burger, and then A&W came out with the 3/4-pound burger. And when that happened, instead of them getting more business, people actually didn't go to their restaurant to go buy a burger because they thought 3/4-pound burger was smaller than a half-pound burger. Believe that or not. So A&W had to drop their 3/4-pound idea, and they just dropped it from there. That's why I think when they came out with this whole Papa Burger, Mama Burger, and all that stuff, they needed to come up with something different where they didn't lose customers because they didn't understand what The difference between 3/4 pound and a half pound. 3/4 pound is more than a half pound, just slightly, but it's more. For those of you that are wondering what's the mystery behind it. But yeah, the world is funny like that. Another thing that I found really interesting when it comes to history is two things. Speaking of McDonald's, back in the day when McDonald's first came out, they used to go knocking at doors at people's houses trying to offer them a chance to be able to get a franchise business under the name McDonald's. It would only cost you roughly about $1,000 back in those days to be able to get going on a restaurant. And so back then, nobody wanted to take out the McDonald's. Nobody ever knew that McDonald's was going to become this billion-dollar industry that they became. But at the time, people were turning down because they're saying, burgers ain't going to go anywhere, blah, blah, blah. Another thing that was somewhat similar, and you guys probably seen some of this on movies and documentaries, but it was the Apple Mac computers. Somebody tried selling those for, I think it was, to get invested for $1,000 a share. People were not getting involved in it, thinking that it was never going to fly, and eventually became a billion-dollar business also. Humans are interesting that way. It's like you see an opportunity, but then you're so hesitant, you may not take it. You ate that in 10 minutes. Wow, that's pretty fast for a 1 pound. So Stephen Roberts sent me a picture. I'm gonna come back here and check this out because I don't want to get out of the room, but I'm gonna come back and check that out. I just missed it. Send me the link. I'm gonna check that out after. Macon, Georgia has a New Way hot dogs. Has New Way hot dogs, best ever hot dog, no matter how many or just one. New Way. So what's special about this New Way burger? Is it one of those plant-based things, or is it just the quality? It's just really good. Russell Musso, how you doing? Bernie Terrio says, I think, Rod, it was a 1/3 burger versus a 1/4 pound burger. No, it was a 1/2 pound and 3/4. That's what it was. It was a 1/2 pound and 3/4, man. Or no, wait, maybe you're right. Maybe it was the 1/4 and the 1/3. I don't know. I'm all messed up. Maybe I'll stop telling stories that aren't true. Stick to pool, man. But yeah, maybe you're right. And Stephen Roberts says, well, 1,000 back in 1955 was like $80,000 today. That's right. So it was, a different market back then. Or 8,000 today, yeah. So different market. I mean, I don't want to say how old I am, but I remember, you can do a lot of things for $1. Nowadays, I'm pretty sure you have to pay $1 just to wake up. Inflation is so crazy, man, that honestly, anything you do, you got to pay for. It's gotten so bad that like I'm selling meals at home to my kids. They have a choice to either have regular supper or a Happy Meal, but no matter what, it's costing them $5 every time. They're not happy about it, but hey, it's the world. I gotta make money somehow. Poor kids have to go get newspaper delivery jobs just so they can pay for their supper. Robert Page is confirming that it was a 1/3 burger. It is bigger than a 1/4 pound. That's what it was. Yeah, it was a 1/3 and a 1/4 pound. You're right. It wasn't half pound. You guys are all right. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me and making me look like a liar. Appreciate it. block. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate it. Honestly, if you correct me and it's good history and I was absolutely wrong, I'll take it 100%. But yeah, you're right. But yeah, that's how the world kind of is. It's just you have to really kind of show people what things really are, because otherwise they just sometimes can't figure it out. Oh, it's picking up here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to shoot pool after this because almost all the tables are taken up right now. They have a secret kind of chili sauce that they put on these hot dogs, says Gene. Ah. Well, chili sauce can make or break a meal, honestly, when it comes to fast food like that. Like for me, I'll never. Honestly, I think the last time I ate something from McDonald's was probably about 3 years ago. I don't eat food from any kind of restaurant unless it's homemade. And a big reason why is because I love the chili. I go and have like a Fat Boy burger. I don't know if you guys have Fat Boys or not, but we have what they call a Fat Boy, and it's a beautiful burger. It comes with mayo and chili and all that stuff, and it's delicious. Homemade patty too, right? I got all these people talking about food right now. It all started with me just ordering a burger. I'm sorry, guys. Let's just talk about pool, okay? John Trepanier, how you doing? Welcome. Ball in hand. The score's 1-1. Jill's at the table. I'm assuming he's on low ball. And his biggest problem ball seems to be that 2 ball, if that's the case. Well, and that 6 ball also. Not pretty. I can't see that 2 ball right now because it's kind of standing in the view. Oh, yeah, and I was doing the highlight of the day. I forgot about that. I gotta do that before I get lost in all these highlights. But I haven't really had many highlights here. It was the kick shot from Otman Yulid that was the highlight of the day today. Where is it? I think it was this one. Yeah, it was the one. Such a nice shot. That's been uploaded. Yeah, if you guys didn't get a chance to watch the highlight of the day today, it's a beauty. It's a nice, nice highlight. I will pop it up maybe after this rack, and I'll definitely pop it up at the end of the stream. Oh, and I told Joe this was the last match, but this isn't the last match because we've still got a championship match. I forgot about that. Get in there. 2-1. He's got a game lead. Jills will be breaking next, and rack number 4. It's a race to 4 for him, race to 5 for Mike Vautour, so he's got the one game out of the way now. What's up, bro? Yeah. I forgot, there's another match after this still. Because Mike Delgado plays the winner. Yeah. Oh, yeah? Nice. That's all I play now when I play, just a 9-footer. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. We got a couple of more comments here. Charles Buffkin, how you doing? Kathy Secret says you make me laugh. I know I'm a bit of a clown sometimes. And honestly, that's just the way I am. You ask anybody that knows me who's a real friend, and they'll tell you, man, like, he's a good guy, likes to laugh, likes to joke around, but, he's really smart and, down to earth and a good human being. That's the best way I think that I can describe myself, because that's the way I try to be. I try to care about everything and everyone and try to keep myself, in a good side of the world instead of being a bad person. There's so many bad people in the world already. We don't need any more. Bernie Terrio says, put cue ball center table for the 3 to the breakout. To break out the 2. Stephen Roberts says, something scary, Rod. I graduated 40 years ago when the college recruiters came around my area, and so in West Michigan, Notre Dame was $8,000 a year. U of Michigan was 7,500. Michigan State was also 7,500. Gene says, I don't know about anyone else, but I gotta go eat something. Listen to all this, baby hungry. I don't know. People say that I can't advertise, but you don't know. Look, I just talk about food and everybody's eating. And some of them are going to go to McDonald's because I talked about it. Save yourself. Stay away from that place. It's no good. Stephen Roberts says, now just add a 0 to the end of all those in school. Well, yeah, that's basically a transformation now. Robert Page says, are you streaming The King of the Hill? I will be, sir. I will be next Saturday starting 11 o'clock in the morning. We're going to have a massive showdown here in Manitoba. It's going to be exciting. You guys aren't going to want to miss any of it. I'm telling you, if you're here in Winnipeg and you want to watch some of these matches, you're going to have to come watch them in person, man, because there's going to be so many great matches, and only a couple of them are going to be on the stream. So you're not going to be able to watch all the matches, and it's single elimination. So a lot of these guys are going to come in, they're going to battle it out, they're going to put everything on the table in every match, and at the end, we're going to have one player standing, one person, the King of the Hill, and he's going to take it all because it's winner take all. Great competition coming up. For those of you that love watching high-level pool, it's going to be an amazing tournament. And I will go as far as saying one of the best in Manitoba, one of the best in Winnipeg. And I'm going to get criticized for that. But that's okay, because I believe in it. Honestly, it's one of the toughest formats out there. These guys put in everything every time they come out to play. And you always see it, like every person, everything on the line, 100%. They all know they can win. But in the end, it's always one person standing, one person that has the glory, who can be the only undefeated player at the end of the night. And I don't know who it's going to be this time around, but we had a lot of great players. A lot of players that have won the King of the Hill before are also playing in it. And we also have some pros. Mr. Eric Horverson is supposed to be making his way for that tournament. Mr. Jason Klatt will be here for that tournament. We're going to have an incredible showdown, I'll tell you. Last time those two came out and played in the same tournament for the King of the Hill, they got unfortunate and drew themselves in the first round. They both drew each other in the first round. And it was, well, could have been prettier. It wasn't very pretty. It almost like it took the wind out of both of them because they both came there thinking we can win this tournament, and then they had to face each other in the first round. So this time around, I'm contemplating the idea of doing seeding. So just the top 4 seeds, one in each bracket. That way they don't get a chance to cross over until the semifinals. And there's no guarantee that those top 4 seeds are going to make it because so far, every top seed that's come in, not all of them have gone through and won the tournament. A lot of them have battled really well, but they've come up short in the end. It's really gruesome, man. This is one of the most hardest competitions physically for a player and mentally for a player because you're playing long races to 13, alternate breaks. So there's really long match, 3-hour match times 3 matches just to get to the final, and then you got to play a race to 15. By then you've done so much thinking, so much focusing that it's going to be tough for you to be able to keep composure at the table in a championship match. And that's when you need to come up with the absolute best because it is the final game, the last chance for you to be able to win it all. Love the King of the Hill. That's why I call it one of the best formats here in Winnipeg and in Manitoba. I got criticized over my Tournament of Champions too. And the Tournament of Champions, to me, that's a beautiful format because the reason why it's called the Tournament of Champions is that every week there's a champion that wins, and that champion gets qualified for a playoff at the end of the season. And at the end of the season, what you end up having is 32 champions playing in a final championship for a lot of money. It's one of the best formats out there as well because you can't get in unless you're one of the best. It's the only way to get in. That's my baby, the Tournament of Champions. Gail McCartrick, how you doing? Liz Guevara, welcome. King of the Bar Box is another one that I'm going to have coming up. We haven't had one of those in a while. I'm excited about the Tournament of Champions, though. It's been a couple of years since we had it due to COVID, and now we have a chance to get out there and play at the Blue Room again. I miss my home. It's one of my homes, you know. So is Bourbon. I haven't been there in a while. I'm going to have a couple of tournaments coming up at Bourbon. Robert Page says, hopefully I can get it. I will be in the Tufty, Minnesota on Saturday hunting. Yeah, well, as long as you get a signal, you should be able to get it. But yeah, it's going to be hunting. You may not be able to get a signal. It will be on YouTube too, though. So if you have a chance to be able to tune in for YouTube, you might be able to catch it that way. Might be easier than through Facebook. I find like there's more lagging issues when it comes to streaming with Facebook, not so much with YouTube. Reese Lewis asked me on the YouTube channel, would I like people to watch me on YouTube or on Facebook? And once again, I'll say the same thing. Whatever you choose, I'm fine with. Me having YouTube available for you guys is just me trying to meet the request. A few times people have asked me, hey, can you put it on YouTube? Can we watch it on YouTube? And I've always said no because I wasn't able to do it. But now I am, and now you can. So the choice is totally up to you. One thing I'll say though is if you're not going to watch it on YouTube and you want to keep watching it on Facebook, you can still subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and that's just a good way to help me out right there. Support. Always good to get your subscribers up. I think I need like 1,000 subscribers for me to be able to kind of monetize from anything on YouTube. So I don't know if I'm going to get to 1,000, but we'll see. With your guys' help, I can slowly make my way there. I'm only, I think, at 17 or 14 subscribers. I was at 14. I'm gonna look right now. Yeah, I'm at 17. So three people subscribe. So I appreciate that. It's not It's not It's not a page or a YouTube channel that I've been having active for a long time. When I first created it, I was really active with it, but then I just shut down because there wasn't much going on. And then COVID came and I just stopped doing everything on YouTube. So there's some of the stuff there that's, a couple years old, and you'll see some video training of myself there. I used to play with 2.25-inch balls on a snooker table for practice. You'll see some of the drills and stuff that I used to do to be able to get better. Three to one now. I was checking up to see if I updated the scoreboard or not, but I obviously didn't. It's updated now. Mario Ramirez, how you doing? Bienvenido. Alan Yunker, how you doing? Brandon Meese, welcome to the stream. Ronald McGee, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Abdullah Khan, welcome to the stream. Harold Hoosie, is that how you say your last name? Welcome to the stream. Rack number 5. Mike Vautour with a 2-game lead. Jill Chartier with a 2-game deficit. He's at the table now. He has a chance to bring it within 1. And I gotta drop my mic for a couple of minutes here. I need to bust a munch on this burger, man, because it's getting cold, and I want to appreciate it. I want to appreciate the moment. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Woo. Had to go get a water too. Mike won that game, so he's on the hill. Yeah, he's on the hill. To make it official, he's on the hill. Boom, 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 boom. Thomas Tubo. Who are the 16 players? Well, it's not 100% official until everybody pays for their spots, but let me exit here. What did I maybe I missed something here? The comments here. Yeah, I missed a couple of comments, so I'll go through these comments first, and then I'll relate that information for you, Thomas. Is it still a B-side final? Yes, it is. Otman. Championship match coming up next. Arlene's answering you there too. It's just yes. It should say B-side final at the top of your screen. Yeah, it does say on there. That's something else that I decided to add on there, just so you guys kind of have an idea of where we're at in the tournament stuff too, right? We don't start it with a championship match because a lot of times people don't know that that's the final match of the day. So I want people to know that. It's always something, you know. I don't know. For as long as I live, for as long as I do the work that I do, there's always going to be something that I can do extra, that I can do better. The most important thing in life when it comes to anything that you do is to not set limits. And I try not to. I try to believe that I can do anything I set my mind to. Nice little drawback. I don't know if he got enough for that 13. He definitely has enough for the 15, though. But I feel like he was trying to get to the 13 ball there. Maybe I'm wrong. It kind of makes more sense to go for the 15 than the 13, so I don't see why he would have done that. But the way he looked at that 13, it made me feel like he was actually trying to shape up for that 13. But then when you look at the layout, it seems like this is the best way to finish it, the way he's finishing it now. Now he's got a forward angle here that I will use to run in towards that 2 ball. He can try to draw off the cushion on the right side here to make this 8 ball in the top left corner, but I actually like going left and making this 8 ball in the top right corner instead. A little bit extra pace. He's going to ensure that he gets enough for the side or the corner. And he's going opposite of corners if he's going corner. On the side pocket. Take a look at the cut on the side. This is for the match. And he'll make it. What a finish. Mike Vautour, Mike Delgado, a rematch. 5-1. They might even split. I don't know. I will update the scoreboard. 5. Yeah, I think they're talking about a split maybe. Mike Delgado may not want to split though because, you know, he's got the best chance to win here, according to how the last match went. But, you know, Mike's playing a lot better right now, so there's a small chance here that if they end up having a showdown and they go a first set, they will likely go to a second set. We will see. What are you guys discussing? Oh, okay. So you guys playing or splitting? They're splitting. Race to 2. Race to 2 for the title. 1 game for the title. 1 game for bragging rights. They're splitting the money. I'll update the scoreboard here. They're playing 1 game and it's done. Okay. You're going home? Yeah. I can just go beat some people up and get them off the table, man. No? Okay, bro. Yeah, they're open tomorrow. Yeah. I might have a tournament tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I was thinking about it. Like, back of my mind, I was thinking about it, but I don't know. Maybe like in the afternoon, something smaller. Well, if you're up for some pool, message me. We can organize something. Maybe like an 8-man tournament or something small. Yeah, just for fun. Yeah. Yeah, we might have an 8-man tournament tomorrow. All right, so well, we got to do a couple of things here. This is championship match. It's the last one. They're splitting, so it doesn't really matter. But championship match. We'll see you, man. Have a good night. Good shooting. Mike Delgado. We might make it a rule here that these guys can't split unless they beat me. If you want to split, you got to beat me in a race of 3. And then if you beat me, you're allowed to split. If I win, you got to play double dip. Race to 1. Scoreboard's been updated. Championship match. I was supposed to play against my bro, but he's leaving, man. So I don't know. Don't know what to do with myself. You know, normally I got all these responsibilities Monday morning, but it's like a holiday, so I get some me time. And I brought my cues, so I feel like I should play. No challenges here, though, but maybe I can convince Mike Delgado to stay here and play me a set. Did he just go for a smoke break when they're only playing 1 rack? He went to go get the money, okay. Dry break, 1 rack, championship match. Steven Roberts says it's not that late. I know. So one of the reasons is, and I don't know if I'm allowed to share this or not, but Mike needs to get home. Mike Vautour needs to get home, and so he was asked if he can come home now, and so he wouldn't mind playing, but you know he doesn't want to sleep on the couch. And you know how that goes, right? I don't know. When the wife says you better get home, you just go home. No, that's not how you guys do it. Am I the only one? Damn. You mean there's a no? You can say no? I didn't know that. I thought it was automatic. As soon as your wife says get your ass home, you just go home. I guess I was the only one that was trained right. And I'm only laughing because my wife's thinking, there's no way you're not trained. I told you, man, I'm a savage. You can't tame the savage. You can only watch them do their thing. That's it. If I play stream it, what? Okay, if I play Mike Delgado, I said, then yeah. But he likes to play for money and stuff, and I don't know. I don't know if I can beat him. He looks tired too, though. He might want to leave. Anybody else here that I can play? No, like everybody else here, they're just customers coming in to play, and all the tables are full. Only one table that's somewhat available, and that's the one that these guys are playing on right now. And I say somewhat because it's not available yet, but as soon as this matches, it will be. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get a chance to sneak in on the table here because there's a customer line up here at the front, and it looks like they're all waiting for a table also. Yeah, it's only 9:30. Early, man. Tournament's done already. Maybe I can convince Mike. Okay, if I can convince Mike, we'll do a singles. I'll start a new stream with him if I can convince him. We'll do a short race, like a race to 7 or something like that. I'll just kick his ass so everybody knows that I'm the best player in the house. Just get it out of the way. I shouldn't have said that because now next time I meet him on the table, he's going to be like, oh, yeah, you remember that time you said you kicked my ass? Nobody beats champion. Champion beats champion, and that's it. And look at this. They're only playing one game. They're already split, right? But look at his focus. He's still running table. He's just a machine, man. He's born to win. A little bit of fanciness here on this one. Off 2 rails for the shape. You can see it before he even tries to plan it out. He didn't have to go that way. He chose to go that way just to have a little bit of playtime. Hey, Mike, you didn't tell him that we're playing last pocket? Hey, it was supposed to be last pocket, man. Hey, so are you leaving now or are you staying? I want to play. Everybody's leaving. Are you leaving or are you staying? You're gonna go, yeah? I was gonna play you race to 7. Yeah, he was gonna pay for it if I lost. No, he doesn't want to stay. He's calling it a night. He's calling it a night. Mike Delgado will win the championship match. Another win under his belt. That's right, yeah. Mike Delgado wins 1-0, and that would be the end of that tournament, ladies and gentlemen. On the challenge bracket, it is official. It is done. On this stream, it is not because I'm still here. Highlight of the day. Beautiful kick shot from Ottman Ulid on the 8-ball, man. What a kick shot. What a kick shot. Wow. And he put his hands up on that one like, I am God. It was a godly shot. It really was. What a shot. Again? Yeah, one more time. Why not? I really liked it. I mean, look at it. He just kind of looked, calculated, said, okay, I think I got a hit here. And he just goes down and makes it. There was no extra thinking. He just knew that it was going to go in. What a shot. Highlight of the day. Play your best game with Q Sports Live. The last highlight. What was the last highlight? Oh, this is a nice 2-rail shape for the 8-ball. Yeah, that was a beautiful shot, man. Yeah, we'll see you soon, bro. Have a good night. Good shooting, man. I love you. What does that mean anyway? This is life or so, something like that. I don't know. If you guys are looking to hire me to come on to your town, maybe you want me to come cover your events, message me, cslmanitoba@gmail.com. That's how you get a hold of me. I guarantee you, if you give me a call, I'm going to do the best that I can, because I always do. I always do, man. And I was going to do the walkthrough, but I didn't get a chance to do the walkthrough, so we're not doing the walkthrough. Let's do this real quick. Don't forget about the junior program. If you got a kid here in Manitoba, you want to come out and play, it starts on October 29th at 10:30 a.m. here at the Hangar, 121 Scurfield Blvd. That's 2 Saturdays from now. No, sorry. Not this Saturday, not the next Saturday, but the Saturday after that. So technically 3 Saturdays. Technically. And let's talk about the Hangar. Why not? We've been at the Hangar, so let's put the Hangar up there. If you're looking for a nice location to come bring your friends and family down to have a good time, look no further than the Hangar Billiards and Sports Lounge. They're located at 121 Scurfield Blvd here in the south end of town of Winnipeg, Manitoba. They have capacity for 250 people. They have tons of experience with big parties, big gatherings. They're some of the best here in town. Don't take my word for it, though. Give them a call at 204-560-2929 today and book your spot. And when you come out here, I'll come out here and meet you for your party. And you can tell me after it's done whether or not I was right. I know I'm right. I don't lie, man. I don't advertise things that I don't believe in. I believe in the Hangar. And don't forget, if you're looking for some equipment, some of the Predator stuff, check out the Aero Rack, for example. Always a good option. The arena lights, if you're looking for nice quality lighting for your table at home, they have them in 7-foot, 8-foot, 9-foot, 10-foot, and 12-foot. Whatever size table you can think of, they have the lighting system for you. Consistent illumination, top of the line, man. I'm telling you, the best out there. And if you're looking for a table Looking for a Predator bar box table right now, you can message me, cslmanitoba@gmail.com. I can get you one. But you got to call me, man. You got to message me. If you don't, I can't get you nothing. That's just the way it goes. Very limited right now for a little while. But, there's some more coming on the way. But most of those are already starting to be sold as well. And if you want something a little bit bigger, maybe you're the kind of person that likes the 9-footer instead. Here's a 9-foot Apex. Beautiful with LED lighting at the end of the legs. Lights up the room, makes it look special, a little sexier for the pool player that has a nice setting at home. High carbon steel frame for strength and durability. They're the best in the market. I'm telling you, man. A lot of people are saying, it's a between Diamond and Predator. Honestly, they're both great quality brands. Whichever one you have is an incredible opportunity for you to be able to play some great pool on a high quality table. But Predator tables, they're pretty, man. They're really pretty and super quiet. Super, super quiet. Not as quiet as I can get sometimes, but quiet enough. And if you're looking for a hat or a shirt, check out jamupapparel.com. They are the leading brand right now for all your sports gear. And I'm talking about shirts, hats, sweaters, pants, shoes, you name it. Whatever it is you can think of, Jam Up Apparel can help you out. And now they're in collaboration with Predator. And you can see some of their Predator products here. Beautiful stuff. jamupapparel.com if you guys ever want to check it out. And look out for the new logo. This is the new logo right there. Jam Up. Let me know, Q Sports Live, Manitoba, or CSL Manitoba at gmail.com. If you're looking for anything Jam Up, I can help you out with that also. And, JB Cases, check them out, jbcases.com. They're the best in the market as well. Handcrafted custom Q cases, lifetime warranty, established in 2007. I'm telling you, they are the absolute best. Lifetime warranty alone makes it worth the buy. Go and check them out, jbcases.com. And for myself, I guess I might as well advertise myself. If you want to support my work and anything else that I do, including the junior program, you can support my work via PayPal or e-transfer at cslmanitoba@gmail.com. It would be a true honor to have your support and to be able to represent the game as best as possible with your support. cslmanitoba@gmail.com. If you want me to come out and stream an event for you, same thing. cslmanitoba@gmail.com. You need equipment? cslmanitoba@gmail.com. Whatever you can think of, I'm here for you. And I think that's going to be it. I think we're done. Am I done? I think I'm done. I got to check out the Duchess of Doom again. Check out the nice Empire shirts. These ones are brand spanking new. They just came out last week. They have a new model that just came out as well. A new co-design with Predator. It looks beautiful. I'm going to have that for you guys next week so you guys can check it out. But if you want to go check it out now, go to jamupapparel.com. That's where you're going to find it. And, yeah, let me know if you want something. I can maybe get you a discount, maybe. No promises, but I could. I really could. I'm not lying. The pool wisdom. The more you sweat in practice, the less you'll bleed in battle. Get to those tables and work hard to become the champion within. Your time is coming, but not until you go out there and put in the time that you need to put in to become that champion. And I'm telling you, it's going to take a lot of efforts. It's going to be a lot of frustrating moments, a lot of angry moments, a lot of moments where you're going to want to turn away and never look again at that table. That's the moment you're supposed to grow into the champion within, because that is when the game is challenging you to become the best. Get out to this table and become that champion. I'm waiting for you to get out to these tables so I can stream you being that champion. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It's been a pleasure as always. My name is Rod Arriagada. If you guys want to add me or follow me on Facebook, you can do so. Make sure that you like and subscribe my channel on YouTube. I brought you guys YouTube through my streaming. Now all I need is you guys to support me with some subscriptions and maybe even some views. Just an opportunity for you guys to watch things in a little bit better quality. I believe it's 1080p all the time. I have 4K settings on mine. I might set it up to 4K, but if you don't have 4K playback ability, then it's irrelevant. But that's going to be it for now. Like I said, my name is Rod Arriagada. If you guys want to add me or follow me on Facebook, do so. If you want me to come on to your town to cover an event, cslmanitoba@gmail.com. And if this is your first time ever watching Q Sports Live, make sure you guys like and follow the page. You're going to get hit every single time that we go live. You're going to get hit with a notification letting you know that we are live. And now if you follow me on YouTube, well, you're going to get a chance to watch some of the stuff on YouTube too, just by subscribing. Check it out. I promise you, you won't regret it. That's going to be it for now. Congratulations to Mike Delgado. 7-1, making his way back up to a 7-2, I'm sure. Back-to-back weeks, he finishes in the top. I think he'll be a -2 next week. We'll see. We'll see. He's not going to be happy about it. But, at least he's not a 7-3. That's going to be it for tonight, guys. I hope you guys had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. It's been a pleasure. I love doing what I do, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again or next week. Actually, maybe tomorrow. We might have a small 8-man tournament. If that works out, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, I'll see you next week on Saturday for the King of the Hill. It's going to be exciting. You don't want to miss it. I'll see you guys at the tables next time. Have a good night, everyone. Cheers.